So hi guys, Alan Gilday here from Create Your Abundance. So the 10-day health and detox challenge is over. So a couple of buddies had asked for a little bit of feedback on how that had went, and also begging me to stop sending them pictures of lettuce. So I can happily assure you that the lettuce pornography is now over, but basically the findings as such, how was it for me? Let me just share that with you. Basically what I set out to do was just make a few disciplinary changes in my diet as an exercise, first of all, in health and well-being, but also as an exercise in self-discipline and developing my will. And that was all very good and fine. The kind of key criteria, if you like, were that I was going to cut out. I don't eat meat, and I gave up coffee and mostly tea a fair while back. But the criteria for this, for the 10 days, would be no meat, no dairy, no rice, pasta, the white sugar, the white sort of carbs that kind of go to sugar as soon as they hit your tummy. Off chips, takeaway food, no alcohol, no caffeine. I think we mentioned that. And essentially, the emphasis wasn't even so much on what you're doing without. It's more thinking about how you're benefiting, because your diet becomes one of water-rich plants and fruits. That's essentially it. So it's more or less raw vegan. Not entirely, okay? And it was really, really good and really quite easy. The one or two difficult things, oddly enough, the first day, I think it was the first or second day, I really, really wanted a cup of tea. And isn't it odd, you kind of think that you'd be craving pizzas and cold beers and, because there was a couple of occasions when we went to hang out with buddies down at the pub, and, it's obviously quite tempting to have a couple of beers then, but no, I kind of hung in with all that relatively easily. There was no problem. Had a great time just drinking water, no bother. All my friends are really good company, and there's none of my mates are that kind of idiot. They're always going, well, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you drinking? So thank God for that. The difficult things, one or two occasions, just really wanted a cup of tea. And there was another occasion where I really, really wanted some chips, and another occasion where I really, really wanted some white wine. And oddly enough, as you might expect, that's when I was watching a movie. And those things creep up on you because you've habitualized yourself with all these, what I guess Tony Robbins would call positive anchors. You're usually sitting with somebody you love, you're relaxing, you're having a good time, you're putting your feet up, and what you're doing then is anchoring that association of num sort of food with all those positive associations until you build up these really, really strong neural pathways that associate chilling out with beer and pizza and chips and cuddles. And that's why what happens, when I met my girlfriend, fell in love, a year later both of us have put on a stone. And you'll see that often with couples who fall in love, that they sort of chunk it up together because they spend so much time just cuddling up like little hibernating mammals in their little caves, and just eating and feeding each other. Okay, so those are the difficult things. Just one or two moderate little things where I thought, I'd like some chips, I'd like some wine, all the rest of it. But last night at 12 o'clock, I finished the thing, and I kind of anticipated, would I really be wanting to go and grab a bag of chips or, have a glass of wine? And I didn't. And when I woke up this morning, I just wanted fruit juices, I wanted vegetable juices. And again, for lunchtime, we had a bowl of organic cucumber, some organic carrots, and some celery, all raw, all lovely and fresh, with some organic hummus, and it was gorgeous. It was really, really nice. The thing is, you just feel so nice and clean and light and refreshed. It gives you such a lovely sense of buoyancy and well-being and energy that all the other pleasures associated with all those kind of low return carbs, it kind of not. It doesn't compete. I just want to keep feeling good. So I'm going to keep going with the thing. I'd like to thank all of you who took the time to sort of comment or, ask how things were going, and just to show interest and all the rest of it. I really, really appreciated that. And some of us have been trading little recipes and ideas and, inspiring each other. And I'd like to thank Janine Cobain for inspiring me to do this. And Janine did 30 days, and then she went on to say, look, you know what, I'm going to make a lifestyle change here. And I think that's the thing to do. If we can do it for 15, 20 days, something like that, your body gets to the point where it just goes, I don't want to go back to the old ways. By the way, do expect, if you do something like this yourself, and I'm not here proselytizing it's none of my business what people eat or don't eat. But in terms of just general health, you know, I certainly feel better eating the water-rich, sunshine-rich plants and you know, the fruits and vegetables. Make sure they're local, organic, if at all possible, because you don't want all those horrible herbicides and pesticides going into your lovely bodies. So the key thing here is do expect to feel a little grungy at times, because you're not getting what your body is. Your body sometimes gets on like a little spoiled child. You know, it's all fine until it doesn't get what it wants, and then it starts throwing a hissy fit. And also, if you're doing that lovely, you know, green juices, for example, your body will start to detox. So you might get headaches, or you might feel just groggy or irritable, or you might get a lot of spots and things like that. It's just a lot of the toxins being released. So if you're doing anything like this, always check to make sure that you're fit and healthy, and that you're not taking anything like this on board without, you know, the consent of a good doctor or whatever it is, you know, you put your faith in. And enjoy it, you know. And if you're eating lovely fresh food like this and exercising moderately and getting some good sleep and plenty of water, keeping positive, you know, you cannot help but start to feel really, really good. And after all, that's the whole reason why we do anything in life. We're always searching for that stimulus that makes us feel good. But this is kind of sustainable good. It's edifying, it's enriching us in body, mind, spirit, and all the rest of that stuff. Thanks again, guys. Sorry for the big long rambling video, and I really look forward to catch up with you soon. And then my buddy Robin had also asked me now to take part in a 30-day gratitude challenge. So of course I'm going to do that. Just one thing a day to post on Facebook, just saying, you know, this is something I'm grateful for. So if any of you guys want to join me in that, it's a really good thing just to train our minds to noticing the positives that we take for granted, instead of bitching about the couple of wee things that narc us, you know. Because you get to the end of your life, you want to look back and just think, did I waste time that I could have been enjoying myself, bitching and whinging about things I have no control over? Who wants to do that? Guys, thanks so much. See you soon.